Look, a new arrival. Surely you want to visit the mage camp?
I want to explore the whole island, actually.
Then you're best off starting with the mages. I can take you there. I have some things to do there anyway. You can of course make your own way.
Can you teach me anything?
Sure, but not for free. Not even for guardians. I've got to make a living somehow, you know?
What brought you to Tyrannus?
I'm a guardian looking after new recruits. Each one of them needs some guidance during these times, and I point them in the right direction.
So, you're recruiting?
Other communities are also welcome here, provided they respect the mages and aren't members of the Inquisition. But if you're interested in becoming a cadet, we could always use a strong hand.
How do I become a guardian?
Best would be for you to speak to General Magnus. You'll have to make yourself useful before he considers admitting you, so try asking him for work.
Why do you oppose the Inquisition?
They've chosen the wrong path. Don't get me wrong, their motives are good. I used to be one of them. But they turned their backs on the mages, and that is a grave mistake. As far as the Inquisition goes, the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Take me to the mages.
All right, but let's wait until daylight. I don't like the dark. Too many surprises. All right, let's go.
The lightning will show us the way.
Your thieves were goblins.
Oh dear. I suppose I accused the gnomes wrongly then.
Yeah, looks that way.
Well, I'll make it up to them by kicking their asses less often.
You do whatever you think best. Now what about my reward?
Go ahead and choose something. A sack full of gold, or a mystery box.
Give me the box.
An excellent choice. A surprise is always more interesting than some paltry gold. Here you go.
Stay right behind me. Crystals grow everywhere on Tyrannus, magic crystals. We insert them in artifacts and cast powerful spells with them. Follow me. Oh, while we're here, maybe we'll find a few crystals in the cave.
Is it safe?
I've been in there before, but you know how it is with beasts.
Sometimes they come back.
You got it. So, should we risk taking a look?
Sure. Let's search the cave.
I can already hear the monsters. Let's go. That looks like fun.
sure you can crush a few skulls.
I need a lockpick. I need a lockpick. I need a lockpick. I need a lockpick.
Stay right behind me. All right, that's it. I'm done here. Let's move on.
All right.
Just follow me. There are two paths to the camp. The way up through the cave above is shorter, but you don't see as much of the island. The way through the valley below is a little longer. I'll leave the decision up to you. And
Let's take the longer path through the valley.
all right. Beautiful view, isn't it?
I'm not here for the view.
Well, come along. Be careful now, there might be especially nasty creatures running around here as well. The beasts don't learn. Ha! That's the way. Follow me. Yeah. Ah. 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 Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be. Time to party. Ah!
What a waste of prime sacrificial meat!
It's just up this path.
Good. Let's keep moving.
And I almost forgot. When you're with the mages, make sure you have a look at the reactor. It's really a sight to behold. Just follow me.
Sounds familiar.
Here we are. Welcome to the camp. Have a look around. I just have to check something. I'll see you later.
All right.
What is it? I'm working.
It looks to me as if you were just standing around.
Me? Just standing around. I make sure everyone is where they should be.
So you're the boss here, are you?
Not exactly. The bosses are the mages in the big house. But I'm responsible for everything else. I'm the one who keeps things ticking over here.
All right, and now tell me, who is really in charge here?
You mean General Magnus, I suppose. Most of the time he's over in the square outside the Great Hall of the Mages.
Good. Carry on.
Yes, I still have lots to do.
Our goods will be safe from thieves.
Get lost. Get out of here. Poor creatures, working as slaves to the mages.
They look happy to me.
Just because they're too stupid to notice doesn't make it all right.
Hey, you, Taki.
I saw that. Ah, new homie in the camp. Abbas knows them all. Abbas remembers when only fields and trees were here.
Typical mages. Cut everything down to build their damned outlandishments.
Do you know any stories about Tyrannus?
Yep, homie. We gnomes here before mages. When mages arrived, they offered deal. They give us gold, and we work for them. If homie has gold, Abbas can sell dinghy, or tell stories.
What do you actually do here?
Abbas is elder of the gnomes, watches over them, and gathers shiny stones for mages. Sadly, Abbas lost Lami. He was hardest working gnome of all.
Then I'll keep an eye out for Lami.
Famo, homie. Looky.
Tell me something. Tell me about you gnomes.
We collect dinghy on every island. Always looking for the most pretty dinghy there is. The Orikulki.
Why?
At the end of his life, every GNU needs his Orikulki to leave this world with honor. That is our destiny. Yes.
Who's in charge here?
Magnus is important, homie. Tells everyone what to do. Zacharias is biggest mage, but he's always busy. Easier to talk to other mages. If you want to learn, go to Stanley, Gordon, and Hardwick. Oh, and Roderick makes delicious soup.
What's so special about the crystals?
Yep, homie. Mages want shiny stones from Kava, from the mines. GNU help. There are many Kavas here on the island of crystals. And because we many GNU, we bring many shiny stones. The homies need many to build big stone circle on the bridge.
What do you sell?
Cookie looky.
Right then. Hey there, short ass.
Palupo di paga nupsi.
Yeah, well, whatever.
No? You don't understand nothing? Good. That's because me no monolith stone. All gone. Kasi no longer have stone. You don't be bashing Kumpo Gunu.
It's alright, I understand. You no longer have the stones, I get it.
Yip.
Monolith stones. I should tell the mage responsible about this little chap here. Now, can you tell me what stones you're on about?
Stones? I said casino stones.
Fuck, I don't really care either way.
Okay. Yep.
Yes, I know. You're new here, and you want a quick way to learn magic. Forget it. Magic requires practice and concentration. If you expect quick success, you'll be quick to fail.
How do you know that I'll fail?
Because anyone who goes into battle unprepared is doomed to fail. Being prepared doesn't mean having proved your skills in every tavern on the continent. No. Only discipline, training, and self-sacrifice can lead to success. And now, I have other matters to attend to.
I want to learn more about crystal magic.
I don't have much time, so you'll have to make do with the short version. Crystal magic may appear to be another, random form of magic to the uninitiated. Yet it is capable of so much more. It contains a power to rival even that of the Titans.
How can a few crystals stop titans?
Have you never heard that faith can move mountains? It's similar with crystals, but more practical. It's possible to channel their magic. The sooner we understand their complex structures, the stronger the magical power we can extract from them.
Where do these crystals originate?
An interesting, albeit irrelevant question. Perhaps they were a final gift from the gods, given to protect mankind from their doom. Perhaps they simply lay concealed beneath the rock for eons. In the end, all that matters is we've got them.
Sounds to me as if you want to play God.
The gods have forsaken us, and we have no need for them anymore. These crystals give us power to restore order. They are the key to man's continued survival, and so we shall use them.
Thanks. I think I've heard enough for now.
Good. I think this little chit-chat added to your knowledge. Now go back to your chores.
One day, Ali will become great guardian. Yip yip.
You're not a guardian, are you?
No, the mages saved me, so I'm doing my share here in the camp. I don't know the last thing about magic, but I can forge a good sword, and a solid blade is a loyal companion in these times.
You've got to hand it to him. He's right. Without good blades, we're doomed.
What do you do when you're not at the forge?
I sleep.
Right.
Well, sometimes I have a little drink in the tavern after midnight. When you bang on the anvil as much as I do, sometimes your hand starts to get a little shaky. A strong drink helps to steady the bones, you know. And if you can have a drinking contest with someone on the same night, all the better.
What do the mages save you from?
It all happened too long ago for you to be remotely interested.
You're wrong. Tell me the story.
It all started back in the time when the Inquisition and the mages were still making common cores. I was already a smith then, and I was doing loads of overtime. I was so overworked that I forgot to fold one particular blade properly.
Okay, so you forged a bad blade, so?
But that's just it. That sodding blade ended up going to the commandant. And of course, it snapped. He wanted to have my guts for garters. So I packed my things and went over to the mages. I'd never have made it without them.
So, returning to the Inquisition is not an option?
Definitely not. I hardly think they would welcome a deserter back with open arms. No, my place is here. The mages will accomplish what the Inquisition failed to do.
And that is?
Defeat the Titans, once and for all.
I think I've heard enough.
All right, I have another iron in the fire anyway.
Tell me about blacksmithing.
I owe the mages, so you'll have to pay me. But if you're afraid of sparks, you'll be a terrible blacksmith. If all you need is a better weapon, I can sell you one.
Let's trade. I'm not a smith.
Don't even think about it. I'll notice immediately if you nick something.
Oh, homie, you lucky here.
Who are you?
I am Jafar, a big fucking hero and friend to homies. Well, I was once. Me Sada.
What do you mean, you were a hero?
Look at me now. Jafar become Matar. Matar of Gnu. He must train young Gnu.
Is that bad?
No, but it means Jafar must watch over protege. Cannot sail sea anymore. Jafar stuck here on stinking Tyrannus. Me Sada.
How's your protege getting along?
Jafar failed. My pivy has been among humans too long. He never really learned from Matar what it means to be good Gnu.
Who is your pivy?
My protege, he called Ali. He running through camp telling everyone he wants to be fucking guardian.
Oh yeah, I've met him.
Oh no. Jafar is big fucking disappointment. Not a good Matar.
Then let Ali become a guardian. After that, you'll be rid of him.
What? But Ali is Gnu. General Magnus has never accepted Gnu before.
There's always a first time.
You taking my piss?
Why don't you both just sail somewhere else?
We come because Gnu needed here. Jafar feel responsibility for homies, and good for protege. Jafar still only here because protege no want to leave.
If you like sailing, I could use your help. I need a skilled thief like you on my crew.
Yep. Jafar happy at idea. Generous offer. But Jafar is Matar and cannot just leave protege.
I'll take care of Ali.
What? You talk to Magnus so he will make Ali a guardian?
I think I'll take a closer look at your protege first. Does Ali have any special skills that might impress the general?
Well... he's a Gnu.
This isn't going to be easy.
Okie dokie. I wait here till you done.
Another amateur in the camp. Or the ugliest dock whore I've ever seen.
Is this how you welcome every newcomer?
No, just the wimps.
I've already got enough to deal with right now. What is your problem with me?
That's enough. I can stop this little game now.
Game? What game?
Information. That's what I was after. I provoked you. And you revealed something about yourself, my naive friend.
All right, I got it.
So it seems. You didn't allow yourself to be misled a second time. I think you've learned enough for today.
Why have you sided with the Guardians?
Well, for one thing, you can convince yourself that it's safe here. But the real reason is that you get a roof over your head and a meal on the table.
You don't sound very convinced.
I don't care how important extracting the crystals may be. I'm not going to work in some bloody mine. So my motto is, keep your head down, and you'll have a good life here.
Why does someone like you need that information?
Isn't that obvious? Information is valuable. It can sometimes determine the course of entire wars. Keep your ears open, and you can pocket a lot of gold.
So, you're rich.
I wouldn't be for long if I told you that. Never peddle the fruits of your labours. Old street wisdom.
All right. You are rich. What sort of information do you have to offer?
Since you don't perform guard duty, and you don't manage our stock lists, I don't have much for you. Of course, those robe-wearing bureaucrats have something to offer, but I'm sure you would have figured that out yourself. No. I've got another offer for you. Fork out some gold, and I'll teach you a few tricks.
What do I need to know about the camp?
You don't expect a lecture from me, do you?
No.
Good. Because you'll figure most of it out for yourself, anyway. What I can recommend is that you take a look in the back room of the tavern now and then. Occasionally, you'll meet someone there you can challenge to a drinking contest.
Who takes part in the drinking games here?
Oh, there are a couple of real pissheads running around here. Keep an eye out. If you really want to prove that you can hold your liquor, there's only one way. As soon as you find someone standing in the back room of the tavern with a bottle in his hand, challenge him to a drinking contest, and may the stronger liver win.
One day, Ali will...
Be a big guardian?
Yes, exactly. How you know?
Your master told me.
Mata Jafar, clever gnu.
You are a pain in the arse for your master, Titch.
No. Jafar not cause concerns. I will be fighter and use magic. Ali will be strong and no longer need Jafar.
I promised your master I'd help you.
Homie helper. Good thing that. Ali needs homie friends for General Magnus. He will never let Ali be guardian. You go to General. Talk to him. Ali will come with you.
Stop! Not another step. You're not going to just saunter in here, are you?
And what if I am?
No way. General Magnus doesn't want anyone to disturb the mages. So without the General's permission, I'm not letting anyone in. Are we clear?
I see.
Anyone who causes trouble gets the boot.
Stop! Not another step.
You're not thinking of stealing anything here, are you?
Zakia likes gold. Homie has gold?
Not at the moment, sure to us.
What? Why does Homie not go work? But Homie must still get gold and give it to Zakia.
Go earn your own gold.
No! If Homies give gold, Zakia happy. You give Zakia gold, and Zakia tell you something.
Do the Guardians even trust you, gnomes?
Guardians only trust magic man. But eyes of Guardians overlook GNU, so they not see when we do business.
Right. How many gnomes live on Tyrannus?
5.
5?
Does Zakir get more gold if he says higher number?
No, Zakir gets nothing because he can't count. Give me my gold back.
Well, okay.
All I got back from you is 4 gold. 1 is still missing.
But 4 is much more than 5, and half of 8 is...
Forget it. Keep the coin.
Typical. The noble mages conceal their only tavern in the cellar.
What's
Fun
the meaning
is
of this?
probably
Hey, you. I know who you are.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're that person who weighed anchor here not too long ago. I also know what you want.
And what do I want?
Our crystals, of course. And if you want to learn magic, you're gonna need them. But you're gonna have to earn them.
How do I earn crystals?
Well, I'd say that you need a strong arm.
Let me guess. I need a fucking pickaxe.
Exactly. But if you're willing to take the risk, I can offer you a bet.
Go on.
How about a round of arm wrestling against me? If you win, I'll give you some crystals.
Tell me about arm wrestling.
You sail the seas in the company of pirates.
Yeah, enough said. I'll find someone who'll tell me.
If you want to challenge me, find me in a tavern at around midday.
Right. What do you need as my stake?
Forget it. Defeating you will be good enough.
Right.
You know what? You buy a round of grog for the lads if you lose.
What'll it cost me?
300 gold and you're in. Just so you know, there'll be no more crystals if you lose. So only challenge me at the tavern if you've got what it takes.
Zakir doesn't care that others are poor. The important thing is Zakir rich.
Here, lad, fry yourself a piece of meat. You look famished.
Thanks.
So, what can I do for you? Would you like to replenish your supplies? Or maybe test your strength?
So, you provide supplies to the people here?
That's right. But it isn't always easy to fill all the hungry mouths. The work in the mines means the men are constantly hungry. Luckily, the gnomes don't eat very much. And when they're hungry, the garbage is also fine for them.
You give the gnomes rubbish to eat?
Of course. And I don't feel guilty about it either. They're not like those fancy mages. They don't give a toss if their sausage was lying in the dirt for a bit. The important thing is, it's nice and greasy and puts meat on their bones. Besides, I have to make do with what Rummold gives us.
Tell me about arm wrestling.
The rules are simple. Place your arm on the table and push. No bracing. And keep trying to twist the opponent's hand to the inside. That's how you'll get his hand on the table.
Who can I take on at arm wrestling?
I always arm wrestle straight after leaving work. It's a welcome change from the daily grind. Otherwise Hardwick and Downs turn up every now and then. When you see someone training at the table, chat to him, and he'll be happy to do a round with you.
What do you have to offer?
Choose something.
It's going to happen soon.
Ah, shit, not again.
Why won't anyone listen to me?
Because the shadow creatures you're talking about can't hurt us.
They'll come.
I need a lockpick.
And they're going to...
Get their asses kicked, I bet. Now go annoy someone else. Hey, I'm a Gila. If you need something special or want to get rid of a few crystals, I'm your man.
Got any good tips?
Sure, if you're looking for weapons, talk to Gordon and Stanley. You can earn gold in arm wrestling matches or by throwing knives. Oh, and if you get the opportunity, run an errand for the mages. The rewards are worth it. You can also earn the odd coin drinking. I usually drink from late at night until dawn.
What's knife throwing like?
It's only for guys with a steady hand. You have to get the right moment to throw the knife. And if you need an opponent, ask around near the target. If you see someone training there, you can challenge them.
How is your arm wrestling?
Go talk to Roderick. Introducing it was his idea. He can tell you the rules. But be careful if you wrestle with him. He's got a battering ram instead of an arm.
Do you trade information as well?
Our little bird twittered an interesting tidbit to me recently.
I don't suppose the bird was called Wells.
Jam! How did you know?
It's all over town.
So you know Wells. Yes, I got the information from him. Apparently the mages have got themselves a nice pile of crystals. I bet a smart guy like you would have use for some of them.
As for the mage's crystals...
Not so fast, my friend. Information has a price, and I want gold.
What do you get out of it once I get the crystals?
Not much, other than the few gold coins I ask in payment for some information. It's more of a personal matter. I got caught stealing something from them once. The reprimand stung, and it still does today. I would feel a certain gratification if you stole from them.
Which mages?
Well, I heard that Nurgle, the alchemist, keeps his valuables in a chest. And Lumbrock has a guard posted outside his room around the clock. He might as well have shouted from the rooftops that he's got something worth stealing. Master Faruko is the last one. Picking his chest will be quite a feat.
How do I get at the mage's chests?
You shouldn't have any difficulties with Nurgle. He's so scatterbrained he doesn't even lock it. It may take some sweet talking to get to Lumbrock's chest, though. The guard is pretty on the ball. But if you get a job from Lumbrock, you'd be able to enter his room, so good luck. As for Faruko, let me think. I heard he possesses a key. Talk to him and feel him out.
I'll look into the matter with the crystals.
Good idea. It's time someone took stock there. And I think their records will soon show stocks are low, eh?
Our goods will be safe from thieves.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm a fighter. I've never done anything else. First for the Inquisition, and now for the mages. I guard the camp alongside Frink, Magnus and the others. So if you violate the rules, I'll probably be the one who beats you up.
What are the rules of the camp?
Talk to Frink. He will teach you them.
Frink?
You'll find him at the entrance of the mine.
You understand your craft.
Well, you know, eventually you will meet someone who's better than you.
But if you train me, that won't happen soon.
Well, why not? Close combat is my strong point. Let's see if I can still teach you something.
How about melee combat?
What do you want to know?
I'm not good enough at this. I'm not good enough yet. I'm really not that good. How about melee combat?
What do you want to know?
I'm not good enough at this.
The laundry isn't done yet. Come again later.
Laundry? What laundry?
The Guardian's laundry. Someone has to do it.
And I suppose that someone is you.
For some reason, I imagine my life as a cadet to be very different. As a Guardian, you'll be throwing fireballs all the time, they said. But the only fire I get to see is the one under the cooking pot.
So, you're the whipping boy around here.
Yes. I mean, no. Well, for now, but later...
Yeah, big plans, I get it.
If I didn't have my dreams, what would I have left?
Laundry?
Oh, thanks.
Tell me more about the Guardians.
We are the long arm of the mages, so to speak. All new recruits begin their service as a simple cadet. The boys, who have served for a while, will be appointed as Guardians. And only Magnus, our general, outranks them.
I understand. Ever considered running away?
Nope. I'd never consider it. Eventually, someone will come and take over my post. But for now, it would be helpful enough if someone could sweep the warehouse for me. Hey, you're still new. Don't you want to take on the job?
No. I never saw myself ending up as a cleaning lady. Sure, I'll sweep the warehouse. Fuck that. Alright, listen. How about I find someone to sweep the warehouse for you?
That works too. But take this broom with you. Can't do the job without the proper tools.
Where should I find your replacement for the warehouse?
That won't be easy at all. Surely none of the Guardians would want to do it. And asking the mages would cost you your head. It would probably be easiest to find somebody who has recently lost his job. Keep your eyes open.
So, did you bring fresh meat? How's it going at the harbour?
I've got everything under control down there, but I heard it's total chaos up here.
Did you just come up here to get on my tits?
That depends. Have you got my rum?
Of course. It's all there.
Lovely. Then I'll be on my way.
Men. Always the same problem.
I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled.
So, did you have a look around the mage camp?
That's right.
Impressive, no? Personally, I find there's nothing better than being a Guardian. You should think about joining us.
Zakir doesn't care that others are poor. The important thing is Zakir rich.
You'll mess up the whole floor.
There's no shit on my shoes.
Squeaky clean my arse. You men never have clean shoes. I've already told Talbot 1,000,000 times. I don't care how the other houses here look. When someone comes into my house, their shoes stay outside.
What's Talbot up to?
He's a waster, that's all. He just hangs around outside all day, instead of helping me in the house.
Why do you have such a problem with dirt?
Why? Because of the vermin, of course. Well, we already have rats in our house. There's a constant scratching and rasping sound behind the house. The noise is driving me crazy. And Talbot, that damn slacker, said it was normal.
I could take a look if you like.
I'd be extremely grateful if you could find out what it is. I'll see if I can find a little reward for you.
I need a lockpick.
Ah, a new face in the camp. Are you the replacement for Geralt?
Yeah, that's me.
Listen, kid. I can sense you're lying. I'd advise you not to get on the bad side of us Guardians. Does that mean I have to continue dealing with this waster?
What kind of a problem have you got with Geralt?
Where do I start? He can't even do the simplest tasks. We've got rules here, and if they aren't observed, we'll have big problems. There were times when people tried to live without rules. Those were happy times.
What rules are you talking about?
Well, prick up your ears, okay? 1. The word of the mages is law. 2. Crystal mining is top priority. And 3. One must not flake out at one's post.
All right. Understood.
Ah, really? What's the first rule?
The word of the mages is law.
Correct. Nothing gets done without a strong chain of command. Only those who obey the rules of the camp will achieve something.
Do you need help?
Yes. I've been waiting too long for a bag of crystals to be delivered from the camp's mine. I'm not counting on Geralt bringing them anymore, which is why you are going to get them. I'll make it worth your while.
I'll bring you your pouch of crystals.
Excellent. 4 filled pouches should suffice. Never forget, mining crystals has top priority.
Yeah. I need a lockpick. Wake up.
What? Me is gaga. Dactyl tired.
You cheeky runt.
No more blah blah. Me better go.
I have never met a gnome as lazy as you.
What? Me want basher?
But the little one is no match for you. Let's knock him for 6.
I'm not good enough yet. Basher? Sure thing.
Attacker!
No blamo! Super yip yip! Attacker! No blamo!
That was fast.
Owie! No more clobber, poor Dactyl! Do what me wants.
Show me what you've got in your pockets.
Dactyl not find much in caver. Other gnu working. Dactyl sleep.
Lazy and poor. Great.
What'd you want?
Tired?
You'd be tired too if you were permanently on guard duty.
Guard duty? It's not like anything ever happens here.
That's exactly what I was trying to tell Frink. But then he just started with all that rubbish about the rules. I tell you, he's got his head so far up Magnus's arse, he never sees the sun.
Frink asked me to collect pouches of crystals here in the mine.
Oh, are you his new errand boy?
He said that this was actually your job.
It was my job. Now it's yours. Have fun while you're at it. But look at it this way. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Such is life.
I've got a few pouches of crystals.
And I'm not interested. Talk to Frink.
Have a rest for once.
What? And get caught by Frink? Nah. I have to get Gnome Dactyl moving anyway. He's sleeping again. Hey, wait. What do you think about this idea? You make Dactyl work, and I'll have a rest.
What do I get in return if I help you?
Simple. What I don't know won't hurt me. If a few crystals make their way into your pockets from time to time, I'll turn a blind eye. But don't think you can snitch on our arrangement to Frink for a few gold.
I'll give Dactyl a proper talking to.
Good. I can have a rest at last.
From now on, you'll work just like everyone else.
Yip yip, Dactyl will fetch many dinghy from mountain.
That's what I wanted to hear. That keel is working again.
And?
I thought the news would be worth a reward.
Didn't I tell you that you could pick up everything you find here?
You did, but...
But? What? Here, take 5 gold and get your ears cleaned.
Here. That should be the last of the pouches of crystals.
You're really quick. Not bad. Here's your payment. That concludes the shipment. General Magnus will be happy. And now I can get a few tankards in the tavern. I mean, now I can sleep easy at night.
Zakir doesn't care that others are poor. The important thing is Zakir rich.
Put the weapon down. Wise move.
What if I don't want you with us?
Ali join. Homie not run off anymore. Promise to help.
Lami only looky. Lami nick skippy to homie.
What are you talking about, short ass?
Lami looky in hole. Deep hole. Then he fall down. Now Lami here.
I understand, so you fell into the well. Shall I help you out?
Oh no. Lami must stay down here. Otherwise master see me. Not good at all.
Where is your master?
Lami better keep that to himself, or homie go to master and cause trouble for Lami.
Right. How long have you been down here?
Lami not know. Mulla Mondi.
Months? That's a long time.
Yip.
I'm not good enough at this. I need a lockpick.
I'll show you, you thieving bastard! Oh, noggin hurts.
Nix, Taki, okay? Me looky.
I'm not an alchemist. I'm not a goldsmith. I know nothing about crystal magic.
Don't even think about it. I'll notice
my
immediately
head.
if you nick something.
Another fucking nightmare. It's getting worse. I can practically smell the underworld. What do you want with the mages?
I take care of many things that the average soul could never comprehend. It is down to me, and me alone, to make sure our crystal gloves exceed all expectations. Thanks to the gloves, each guardian is able to focus the magic that we mages wield intuitively.
I want to learn how to use the crystal glove.
You? No. Only someone who serves the guardians may receive this honor. Until you've been sworn in, you will be forbidden to use the crystal gloves.
Have you got any work for me?
I assume you're not offering to restructure our filing system, are you?
No.
Good. Gnomes could do it better than you anyway. But there's one thing you could do for me. The intensive study of magic often makes me hungry, and my palate demands delicacies from across the southern seas. If you find any specialities on your journeys, I'd be prepared to buy them from you.
And as for your delicacies, would you like something special on your plate?
What kind of question is that? A gourmet like me always eats the most exquisite food. An exquisite cheese, a delicious ham, or some dainty mussels. That is how I prefer to dine. Top it off with an aromatic wine.
Any idea where I might find your specialities?
I heard that the demon hunters on Calidor serve a delicious ham. I also know of a pirate who's a master of brewing. I believe his name is Bruce. As for the mussels, you'd best look on Antigua. And the cheese. Well, Zacharias, head of our order, had a unique one delivered recently.
I'll see what I can find.
Excellent. But don't even think of serving me something common. I don't want to be sick.
Let's see what I've got. I think something's still missing.
Come back as soon as you've got everything. I don't want to be kept waiting.
Your stock of crystals must magically attract thieves.
Thieves? Imbecile. What sort of fool would try to steal from a mage? And just in case anyone gives it a try, I've posted a guard outside my chambers. I need not worry about my valuables.
If no one's going to steal from you, why not get rid of the guard outside your room?
Get rid of him? Me? It's a question of status. I've earned this luxury. I'm not some simple turnip farmer. Enough talk. My time is valuable, and because you have hogged so much of it for yourself, you are now going to get me a book from my chambers. Tell the guard you're acting on my orders. Bring me the book, Metaphysical Transcendence, and make it sometime today.
Where's...
It's useless without the right key. It belonged to the leader of the expedition that discovered the Fountain of Youth, but he died before he could imbibe the deadly water himself. The vial is said to be buried on Tacarigua. I see. I'm not a goldsmith. I know nothing about crystal magic. I'm not an alchemist.
Next taki no.
Well, well. A new face here on Tyrannus. Reason for your stay on Tyrannus?
I'm searching for answers.
Aren't we all? But we don't prevent anyone from working. When I'm in search of answers, I study the old scriptures. That takes up a lot of time, not to mention sleep. But let's get on with the procedure. I will document and archive your arrival. Every bit of information could be important.
Well, if you say so. Aren't you worried that someone might steal the books?
No. There aren't many among the drunkards who can read. So our parchment won't be of interest to them. Losing the crystals would be the worst thing that could happen to us mages. But we've taken precautions.
How are you going to stop thieves?
The simplest means are also the most effective. Take me, for example. My valuables are always stored in my own chest. And because every single thief will search my body for the key, I have given it to the gnome Zakia. You see, it's a system that's completely safe.
Why do you need all this information?
There has to be an institution of some sort in this time and age that consolidates the knowledge of all mankind. If we lose that knowledge, we lose all chance of a future. Just thinking of how much knowledge was lost during the conflict with the Inquisition makes me shudder.
Can you tell me something about the shadows?
Let me think. It's not the first time that their kind walks this earth. Something is driving them on, but I can't say what it is. All I know for sure is that if they're not stopped, the existence of mankind hangs in the balance. But thanks to our reactor, we're equipped for the challenge.
How were the shadows defeated back then?
Your perspicacity astonishes me. This question is indeed worth considering. I don't think that people back then could have created anything like our reactor. Maybe the demon hunters or the natives will be able to provide the answer. But I wouldn't expect any sensible answers from their hocus pocus.
What? Oh, are you new here?
Well spotted, old man.
Don't give me any cheek. Could you assist me, soldier? Or, wait a moment, what was I saying?
I'm happy to help.
Help? Yes, precisely, that was it. How can I help you, young man?
I've heard coconut oil is good for your brain. Maybe you should try it before something else goes wrong.
Coconut oil? Why don't you put some proper clothes on before you talk to me like that?
You seem a little confused.
Yes, that's true. I'm about to make a breakthrough in my small experiment, but I'm still missing something important. I just keep getting carried away there. What did you say you want?
Where is your experiment?
The experiment is nowhere, just in my head. It's well, what?
No idea.
A thought experiment.
Right.
Yes, you see, I'm trying to determine the amount of energy that our monolith network needs for the reactor.
Reactor? What's that?
Oh, do you want to see the reactor? It's my greatest creation to date.
Really?
Follow me. I'll show you what we have achieved. This building and the one on the far side of the canyon form a circular focal point. We call it a reactor or a magical ring. The flows of magical energy converge beneath the bridge between the two buildings. Once the reactor starts running, it disrupts the equilibrium of the elements. The Titans don't like that at all, and they will give Tyrannus a wide berth in order to avoid the flow of energy. Fascinating, isn't it?
Impressive construction.
Indeed. However, we only managed to start up the reactor once, and that was only briefly. We quickly realized that we couldn't keep up the flow of energy for long. We simply need more magical power in order to keep the reactor operational. We need to reinforce the network with suitably large monolith stones.
Right. Sounds complicated.
The lightning monoliths erected on Tyrannus accumulate the island's magical energy. They stand in a most favorable constellation for the energy flux. All we have to do is divert it to the crystals in our reactor. Easy.
I see. Who is the most powerful mage among you?
The Honourable Mage, Zacharias.
Right. And where is he?
He is with his research subject behind the reactor, on the other side of the Great Canyon in the northeast.
How do I get to meet Zacharias?
He's deeply engrossed in his research. He's most interested in the reactor. He needs its magical energy for his research project. As long as the reactor isn't working again, I fear that he's not going to see anyone.
I see. What are you waiting for?
The monolith stones haven't reached their destination yet. I've been waiting for days to hear news that the stones have been installed.
You mean the stones need to be inserted into the lightning monoliths?
Oh, you have been paying attention. Yes, exactly.
About the monoliths. How many monolith stones do we need?
3 stones for 3 lightning monoliths. We've got 2 of them here on the island. Our old friend Difuego got one of them from us. A gnome named Kasim. But the little chap should have been back ages ago.
Who did you send to get Difuego's stone?
A cadet named Horace headed to Tacarigua on our orders. That was several days ago. I hope he'll be back soon.
I think I can help you with the lightning monoliths.
Really? How?
Let me take care of it.
That's true in theory, but the problem is, even if we have all the stones...
What then?
The monoliths are very far away, and they're surrounded by wild animals. Make sure you're well equipped if you head out there.
Thanks for the advice. You trusted a gnome with something as important as that?
Why not? They work alongside with us.
All right. Once again, for the deaf. Have you placed several shiny stones into the hands of a gnome?
Yes?
And now you expect him to willingly deliver them?
Yes.
I think you should leave matters to someone else.
But how? How are we supposed to find Kasim again?
I know where Kasim the gnome is. I spoke with him.
What?
He's around the camp somewhere.
Really? Oh, I can't tell those little guys apart. He was supposed to bring the stones.
Kasim claims that he doesn't have the stones anymore.
Ah, that lying little bastard. Bah, why should I get all worked up about this? He's just a gnome. And because he's a gnome, he's hidden his treasure somewhere. All you have to do is tell him that someone's found his treasure. You'll see how quickly he takes off to check if it's true.
He's not that stupid. But I could follow him.
If you do, make sure you're not discovered. It's not easy.
We'll see. What was a mage doing with someone like Governor Di Fuego?
We were once... how should I put it? Let's just say we were business partners. It was a long time ago, you must understand.
What happened?
Well, he supported our research. And in return, we supplied him all the crystals and minerals that we couldn't use from the mines around Caldera. It went well for quite some time, until the day that all the mages were banned from Caldera. We had just enough time to save our skins. In the end, we were able to save 2 monolith stones from the chaos. The third one remained on Caldera. I think the Inquisition soldiers gave it to Di Fuego.
What a wonderful spot for a mass sacrifice.
Don't think about it.